Have you ever noticed how the person who loves you the most sometimes feels like the one who treats you the coldest? It's confusing, right? You lie awake wondering, if they love me, why do they act like I don't exist? Why do they go quiet when all I want is closeness? It doesn't feel fair. It doesn't feel like love. But here's the twist psychology reveals. When someone truly loves you, their silence doesn't always mean they don't care. In fact, sometimes it means the opposite. They distance themselves not because their love is weak, but because their emotions are so powerful, they're overwhelming. Psychologists say there are two main reasons this happens, two fears that explain why love and distance often come together. The first, the fear of losing themselves. The second, the fear of losing you. Let's start with the first. When someone falls in love, their whole life begins to revolve around you. Your smile lifts them. Your approval feels like oxygen. Your attention feels like sunlight. And while that sounds beautiful, it also terrifies them. Because the deeper they fall, the more they wonder, am I losing myself? Who am I without them? What happens if they leave? This is what psychologists call the fear of engulfment, the fear that closeness might erase individuality. And so, to protect themselves, they step back. They ignore a text. They don't call as often. Not because they've stopped caring, but because they're scared of caring too much. Think about someone who's always been independent, always in control. Then suddenly they meet you, and you become the center of their emotional world. That kind of vulnerability is terrifying, so they retreat, creating silence, not as rejection, but as self-protection. Now, the second reason, the fear of losing you. Love makes us vulnerable. The stronger the feelings, the greater the fear. The more they love you, the more terrified they become of losing you. So what happens? Instead of showing affection, they hide it. Instead of holding you tighter, they pretend they don't need you. Instead of confessing their emotions, they go silent. Psychologists call this defensive withdrawal, pulling back because the love feels too strong, too risky. If they show you how much they care, they fear you might not feel the same. If they reveal how deeply they need you, they're scared you'll take it for granted. If they open their heart completely, they fear you'll leave and shatter them. So they protect themselves with distance. They hide behind silence. They ignore you not because their heart is empty, but because it's overflowing. Ever seen someone avoid eye contact with the very person they can't stop thinking about? Or act cold toward the one they secretly adore? That's not indifference. That's fear. 3, the inner conflict. So when the person who loves you the most ignores you, it usually comes from one of these two fears: the fear of losing themselves, or the fear of losing you. Both are born out of love. Both are born out of vulnerability. Now imagine being inside their mind. One part of them wants to hold you close, to text you every hour, to pour out every emotion. But another part whispers, be careful. Don't overwhelm them. Don't lose yourself. Don't give them the power to break you. This battle inside makes them inconsistent. One day warm, the next distant. One moment expressive, the next withdrawn. To you, it looks like mixed signals. To them, it feels like survival. You see rejection. They feel self-protection. You feel abandoned. They feel terrified. That's why so many misunderstandings in love happen. Their silence feels like fading love, but in reality, it's proof of how much they care. 4, the deeper truth. So what should you do? How do you respond when the person who loves you ignores you? First, don't jump to conclusions. Silence doesn't always mean rejection. Sometimes it's just a storm inside their heart. Second, give them space. Love grows in freedom. If you push too hard, they'll retreat further. If you let them breathe, they'll return with a stronger heart. Third, communicate with empathy. Instead of asking, "Why are you ignoring me?" try saying, "I feel distance, and I'd love to understand what you're going through." That simple shift invites honesty instead of defensiveness. Finally, reassure them. Let them know your love is steady. Let them know they don't have to choose between loving you and keeping themselves. Let them know you're not going anywhere. Because real love isn't always loud. It doesn't always show up as constant words or attention. Sometimes love is quiet. Sometimes it hides in the way they remember little details about you, in the way their eyes soften when you smile, in the way they always come back, no matter how far they drift. Think about the ocean. The tide pulls away, but it always returns. That's how real love works. It retreats, but it circles back, again and again. And that return is the ultimate proof. Psychology calls this dance the anxious avoidant trap. One person craves closeness, the other craves space. Both are acting out of fear, but underneath, the love is real. That's what keeps them coming back. So don't let silence fool you. Don't let distance deceive you. Love isn't always loud. It whispers, it hides, it pulls away only to come back stronger. And if they always return, if they never truly let go, that's not weakness. That's not rejection. That's love. Not perfect, not simple, but profoundly, beautifully real. So remember this. When someone pulls away, it doesn't always mean the love is gone. Sometimes it means the love is so powerful, it scares them. Real love isn't always easy, but it's worth holding on to. And if this message spoke to you, if you've ever felt the silence of someone who loves you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new insight into love and psychology. Your support means the world, and together we can keep uncovering the hidden truths about relationships. Because love isn't just what we feel, it's what we learn, what we grow through, and what we come back to again and again.